Hi, I'm Governor Tom Wolf, and you're watching CITV.
be outside.
Good morning. At this time, I'd ask all of you to rise as Azzy Crumpton sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rankled there, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning, parents, family members, teachers, and certainly our 8th graders class of 2023. We really appreciate all of you being here this morning. Before I make some brief comments, I really need to recognize some people that have gone out of their way to support us in moving promotion to this amazing venue. Dr. Christian and Dr. Bacani were instrumental in making this move a reality. Without their support, we wouldn't be here today. Mrs. Ellis and Sandy Serbaco from our transportation department have been amazing in coordinating transportation to transport our students and staff from CMS and shuttle many of our audience members to this place. This was no small task, considering we have 7 schools in the Colonial School District with transportation needs today exactly within this 3-hour window that our ceremony logistics cover. Mr. Bretz, the PW High School Athletics and Activities Director, has been absolutely amazing and gone above and beyond in supporting us, along with Joe Lally and his facilities management team in preparing the venue. I also want to recognize Tim McDonald and the security staff for their support with parking, keeping this busy campus organized as we as a middle school community invaded. I'd like to thank Mr. Chang, Mrs. Aquaviva, Mrs. Taverna for handling online tickets and parking passes. I'd like to thank all of our teachers and Mr. Chang for scanning tickets and helping audience members find their seats. Finally, I'd like to thank George Hankins for organizing the ceremony along with our grade 8 team leaders and all of our 8th grade teachers. Thank you very much. A few months ago, Dr. Christian planted a seed about possibly moving the promotion to PW. After getting the green light from most of you seated here today, from an electronic survey, we decided it made a lot of sense to make the move. The more I thought about the move, the meaning of the word commencement struck me. Commencement means the beginning or the start. And although many of you look at today as the end of your middle school career, it's really the beginning of your high school career. When you look at it that way, it makes a lot of sense that we would actually be in the location where you are starting your high school career. For some of you, middle school has been a great experience. Others, it's been difficult and at times painful. It's my guess that for most of you, it's been a little bit of each. That really sums up the beauty and the struggle of today. Today, you get to wipe your slate clean. However, all of your achievements, as well as those struggles, are now in the past. That brings great anxiety for some, hope for others. Actually, all of our adults supporting you today envy you. Today, you can dream as big as you want and actually make that dream come true. For most of us, we can't do that. We've dreamed our dream and are either living it or we had to settle for something less. You can be anything you want to be. To reach any dream or goal, you have to have a plan. Many of you are blessed to be in families that have instilled a tried and true framework for you to follow to reach those goals. If that's the case for you, then follow that plan and get started. If you don't have a definite framework or skeleton of a plan to follow, then I'd like to offer you one to help you get started. In fact, we as a middle school have been sharing part of that with you for the past 3 years. Ever since you walked through our CMS doors, you've heard people remind you about our 2 goals. Be nice, do your best. Although those words that represent these 2 behaviors are simple, they are very powerful and absolutely will contribute to you reaching your dream if you choose to practice them. That being said, now that you're 9th graders, I feel compelled to share 2 more goals that I'd like you to consider as you move on to high school. I truly believe that adding these 2 behaviors to your life toolbox will ensure success for you in achieving those dreams that you have. The 3rd goal is reflect on advice that comes your way. Some of you may call it criticism, some of you call it feedback, some of you reference it as being told what to do, getting yelled at, getting in trouble. But I like to call it getting advice. Be a good listener. Hear what people say. Reflect on it and then decide, is it something I need to change? Can this make me better? Or is this bad advice from a misguided source? Remember, advice will come in many different forms and volumes. Don't be distracted by the delivery style. Instead, focus on what's being said, reflect on it, and decide if it's something that can make you better. I've learned so much by listening to my parents, my teachers, my coaches, friends, my wife, my children, my colleagues, my bosses, CMS parents, and certainly all of our students. The delivery hasn't always been pleasant or in my preferred style, but many times it's been advice I needed to hear to make me better or smarter. Don't miss these opportunities that come your way. If you embrace advice and really hear what people have to say, it may bring with it some of the greatest blessings you'll ever receive. At the same time, if you don't make the effort to hear it, you may miss a valuable opportunity to grow. And the 4th and last goal, and in my mind, I think the toughest one, especially for us as parents, have faith that if you implement those first 3, if you embrace being good to people, working as hard as you can, and being receptive to advice you find along the way, if you have faith that you do those 3, you'll reach your dreams. I think that seals the deal for you. It's difficult though. You'll watch others make teams that you tried out for. You'll see other people win awards. Get invited to parties you wanted to be a part of. have things you want or believe you should be receiving. During those times, it'll be tempting to complain about it and become bitter. If you look hard enough, you'll be able to find company in being negative. Lots of people handle disappointment that way. However, when you exert energy and focus on the negative and feel sorry for yourself, you miss opportunities to grow and will begin to alienate yourself from other people. People want to be around people who are positive people, who persevere, people who show great character during the most difficult times. To be honest with you, you should embrace the struggles that come your way. Without struggles in our lives, successes wouldn't be so coveted and feel so good when we experience them. Struggles in our lives are necessary to help us reach our potential. Instead of being negative and thinking about how you've been cheated, focus on controlling what you can control. You can be nice to people. You can give your very best effort. You can make the decision to truly value and consider feedback and advice that comes your way. Having faith takes the pressure off. It provides you peace in knowing that you can't control everything and allows you to keep exerting your energies in areas that will continue you on your path to reach your personal dreams. There are many things that are really out of our immediate control. So my recommendation is to only worry about controlling what you can control. So as my last official act, as a person acting in loco parentis, I'm asking you to please try to remember and consider these 4 goals that I've shared with you today. Be nice. Give your best effort. Value advice and consider it. And then have faith that if you do those 3 things, you will get where you need to be. I promise you it's a great place to start if you don't have a plan. And certainly as you grow, you'll add to that foundation with your own pyramid of success. Class of 2023. You're so much smarter and nicer than the generation that I'm part of was at your age. I can guarantee you that. The most impressive part about that is that you surpassed us while having so much more to endure both in and out of the classroom. The demands on you are so far greater than they were when I was in 8th grade. And the fact that you've been able to achieve and be the kind of kids that you are is absolutely amazing to me. I am in awe of all that you are and are able to manage at your age. Finally, class of 2023, please accept my most sincere gratitude for all the gifts you've sent my way. Your kindness, hard work, and advice for me has certainly helped me grow and continues to reinforce my faith that middle school kids are amazing. We'll miss you, class of 2023. Don't be strangers. We're looking forward to see all of your dreams come true. Best wishes to all of you. At this time, I'd like to call up our 8th grade Clef Note members, led by Miss Amy Banks.
morning, faculty, staff, parents, and of course, the class of 2023. My name is Juliet Toniato, and this year I serve as the class president. I'm honored to represent this group of 8th graders before you. I mean, just look around. The students before me will be a vital part of our future. Middle school has watched us grow from children to teenagers. In a few short years, we will transition into adulthood, and then we're off. Although we're only going from middle school to high school, CMS has been an absolutely vital part of our lives. In the past 3 years, we as a class have matured greatly. Our teachers and staff have bestowed upon us skill sets that we will be using for the rest of our lives. In 8th grade, we have built upon our knowledge and skills of empathy and resilience, the 2 cornerstones of CMS. Today, I'm going to touch upon several topics that have brought the class of 2023 to those points of empathy and resilience. And education is so much more than memorizing when the Battle of Gettysburg was or how to solve for X. Don't get me wrong, those are very important, but think of all the things that we've learned that is beyond just academics. We learn a variety of social skills and even how to form a valid opinion. Our science classes have taught us how to form hypotheses based on the information we collect, while our English classes have taught us how to express ourselves. Our history classes have taught us how to look at things from different points of view, and our math classes have taught us problem solving. Add all of those skills together, and you get one of the most important equations you could ever use. Right next to the quadratic equation, of course. All jokes aside, I would be remiss not to mention certain things that tug on the strings of our hearts and minds. Part of the tapestry of our developing lives has been, and will continue to be, important items such as climate change and school safety. They define so much of what actively takes place around us and influences the quality of our futures. I first want to talk about what we see on social media, but not in a way that you've heard a million times. It's extremely easy to become frustrated and overwhelmed scrolling through Instagram. We see posts that show the crisis of climate change and school violence. Generation Z has to accept that we must do things drastically differently than we're used to. That's extremely hard for anyone to wrap their head around, especially 13 and 14-year-olds. It's frustrating because many of us have very strong opinions and feel we are unable to do anything. To sum it up, there are a multitude of issues for the class of 2023 to tackle. Because of these things, the skills that I mentioned are vital to our generation's lives. They are more important now than ever before. Because of social media, we see the world as its uncensored self, both the good and the bad. This is both a blessing and a curse. This forces us to mature more quickly than some might want, but it also shows us the problems the world is facing that we will be called upon to solve. Despite these things, it is important to see the issues that happen around us. We have developed opinions and beliefs about these things, and we need to know how to process those beliefs. That is where our education comes in. CMS has helped us understand what we're looking at. That is a skill that we needed to learn. CMS has prepared us to build on that skill, and we will continue to build in both high school and in our adult lives. Colonial Middle School helped prepare us to deal with this overwhelming amount of information that we see almost every day. And I'm excited to see how high school will prepare us even more. After high school, we will be put in positions where it is our job to be up to date on conflicts like these. It will also be our job to solve them. This is why it's so important to know what's happening in our world. In regards to this, I think middle school has given us a sturdy platform to build upon in the near future. I would like to thank our faculty, staff, and our parents for that preparation. You've all been simply amazing. In addition, I know I'm not just speaking for myself when I say that young adults want and need to be taken seriously. Adults often doubt our depth of knowledge on imminent social aspects because of our ages. We believe this is a mistake. It will be our job in the future to fix these problems. Adults should tread lightly when censoring us. At the same time, young adults need to make use of the skills that we've learned. I challenge my class to speak up. We can still do so much, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. As we get older and transition into high school, it will become easier and easier to make our voices heard. And I, for one, am very excited about that fact. Along the same lines, we can make our voices heard by working together. I know our class can be very strong, but we must be kind to one another to make that work. We're going to be freshmen in a few months, and sticking together will be crucial. With that being said, the ridiculing of others because of their differences must cease. We need a unified class. We need to look out for each other. After all, supporting each other is just supporting yourself. For my concluding statement, I wanted to stress the ideas that I've presented in this speech. Resilience and empathy, the cornerstones of CMS, have been instilled in us by staff and faculty. We, as a class, are very grateful to our CMS teachers. They lead by example both in and out of the classroom. Social media has shown us outlandish things that have also resulted in developing our sense of resilience and empathy. I'm confident that high school will continue what CMS set in motion to prepare us for our adult endeavors. When I gave a speech to be elected student council president, I said that CMS is an amazing school with even more amazing students. With that in mind, I want to stress one last thing. As a class, for the next 4 years, we must stick together. Thank you.
At this point, I would like to now take the opportunity to begin the process of conveying promotion certificates to the 362 students in the 8th grade. I'd like to start with great pride promoting the 94 members of the 8th grade green team. I would please ask the audience at this time to refrain from any applause or interruption so that each child and family can hear their child's name called. And at the end, we will recognize each team. First up, My Learning Time. Stephen Bukowski. Hunter Chadwick. Samuel Cohen. Delaney Eckelmeyer. Andrew Feokavich. Allie Fergus. Vanessa Geramello. Isabel Jones. Jacob Nags. Jared Colson. Riley Magda. Abby Manning. Tyler Olszewski. Alexandra Papadopoulos. Deshaun Parker. Michael Fair. Survey Sproul. Carolyn Teeters. Kevin White. Stephen Wolford. Next, Mrs. Prickett's learning time. Alexandra Anaya. Savita Beer. Avery Brogy. Amber Bullard. Connor Capizzi. Chase Charles. Kyle Goodman. Nicole Graham. Michael Goodler. Naomi Kaganowski. Gabrielle Lifschutz. Farah Liu. Caitlin Paris. Zane Siders. Daniel Small. Jason Stumpf. Isabella Vidal, Jacob Yonta. Next, Mrs. Slattery's learning time. Brian Banks, Allison Bennett, Ziza Baranza, Jason DeLong, Caitlin Farrell, Shakria Faze, Elizabeth Felboys, Evan Friedman, Nathaniel Massio, Gwen McGinn, Thomas Montemare, Genevieve Neville, Allie Nurick, Joseph Professori, Olivia Brink, Julia Spitzer, Madeline Van Buren, Riley Watton. Mr. Trigone's learning time. John Chan, Gabriella Clark, Aaron Daly, Sophie Davis, David Epstein, Logan Fries, Jude Gravenese, Jacob Etzel, Jamie Hyland, Brian Jean, Dylan Lafferty, Adam Lewis, Molly McCann, Molly Moore, Aiden O'Brien, Jack Procaccino, Margaret Tomasetti, Christian Wastowski, and last but not least, Mrs. Rovinsky's learning time. Kaylee Brenner, Sophie Chesky, Dahlia Dunoff, Carly Katz, Ava Koenig, Ellie Crum, Delaney McNeil, Dylan McCourt, Shane Murphy, Jeremy Siegel, Olivia Polachek, Zachary Small, Christopher White, Cameron Williams, Zoe Zanders. The 8th grade Green Team. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Cox with the 8th grade Red Team.
Mr. Engel's learning time. Chloe Barbash. Chloe Barbash. Ethan Broad. Axel Carvajal. Aaron Chung. Autumn Clark. Miranda Tamales. Samantha Fernley. Lee Goldberg. Jeffrey Jang. Benjamin Levin. Maya Leibowitz. Anahita Mandel. Corey Mesker. David Ruck. Jordan Sun. Jules Tulio. Sean Williams. Now for my homeroom. Skylar Alton. Nicholas Brenner. Nicholas Cardone. Abigail Edwards. Miriam Habib. Ian Hammerstone. Marvin Hernandez Chavez. Maya James. Jamie Kelman. Natalie Kern. Eli Krasson. Brian Leva. Zanaya Nickerson. Stephen Platkin. Brian Pierto Elguera. Sydney Rice. Catherine Smith. Brandon Walker. Anthony Wu. And now for Mrs. Brzezinski's homeroom. Christopher Bernard. Sarah Carr. Natalie Chapin. Azariah Crumpton. Gianna DeBona. Patrick Fitzgerald. Anthony Griffith. Aaron Houck. Peyton Kajak. Naomi Kim. Ethan Markow. Kasha McNamara. Mina Mushtaq. Elise Santiago. Francisco Song.
Adair Thompson. Aminata Tor. Maritza Cepeda. Now for Mrs. McCracken's home. Benson Davis. Andre Delgado. Isabella DiMartino. Catherine Edwards. Haley Fada. Tatum Goldstein. Adam Johnson. Hannah Lowenstern. Naima Malone. Bryce Monsell. Tara Patel. Leah Pedraza. Yassine Rafi. Diana Ramirez. Reese Rupert. Ella Marie Severson. Luca Silva. Arif Singha. Sean Wyatt. And now for Mr. Gephardt's learning time. Laura Alviere Hernandez. Olivia Bell. Emma Blazak. Adam Ponte. Avery Glantz. Jordan Cans. Carly King. Julian Kuhn. Christopher Masley. Frederick Medioni. Jade McFadden. Amalia Morrison. Anthony Palma. Alexa Plant. Evan Ring. Evan Rosenstein. Gianna Stoma. And now I'd like to give a round of applause for the 8th grade red team. Johnson with the 8th grade blue team.
It is my pleasure to present to you the 8th grade blue team. The first learning time will be Mr. Clark. Zane Al-Salim. Jonah Rickard. Luke Gartland. Jason Gold. Eric Harity. Justin Horrocks. Emily Lupo. Nicholas Johnson. Elijah King. Joseph Nugent. Nora Myro. Megan O'Donnell. Ava Owens. Rebecca Pullen. Austin Rickard. Dylan Robinson. Jason Sedgwick. Jason Zumalon. Juliet Toniato. Carolina Torres. Samantha Jo Tunstall. And now I would like to present Mrs. Wister's learning time. Adam Velasco. Tavon Bronzel. Luke Cayucci. Julia Cousins. Samantha Earl. Tyler Garland. Olivia Giambalvo. Luke Helferty. Lauren Ianello. Destiny Johnson. Nicholas Metamano. Nolan Moore. Tara Norrie. Devin Orensky. Ryan Renison. Abigail Sharp. Nicholas Sherlock. Justin Tanis. Tyler Wetzel Devlin. And now for my learning time. Natalie Antrim. Catherine Bogowitz. Justin Fair. Declan Budd. Conlon Carpenter. Abigail de Blasio. Kayla de Guglielmo. Andrew Dabrowski. Joseph Fazio. Olivia Graves. Anna Jenna Kohler. Ella Magliente. Gabriella Muncie. Layla Oliveira. Evan Pickle. Olivia Prusky. Cole Tether. And next for Mr. Ronstein's learning time. Lana Buno. Danielle Cohen. Carter Covington. Olivia Ekmatani. Thomas Hannon. Jacob Kiker. Ryan Mamrach. Jeffrey Menken. Benjamin Moldavsky. Gabrielle Olsowski. Olivia Owens. Tori Patine. Jacqueline Porter. Nicholas Tatum. Eleanor Teeters. James Toth. Megan Worth. And last learning time for the blue team, Mr. Parentozzi. Angelina Balser. Amanda Conti. Jacob Elgart. Asia Espana. Michael Bland. Owen Fryer. Dylan Kelly. Garrett Kriebel. Veronica Lee. Maximus Lewis. William Myra. Ashley O'Brien. Jordan Quiros. Abby Richards Hernandez. Gavin Rocks. Kaylee Ryans. Lincoln Sharp. Jordan Sutsky. Please join me in congratulating the 8th grade.
It is my pleasure to present the 8th grade Orange Team. Thank you for holding your applause to all students that have been promoted. We will begin with my learning time. Case Eckert. Nathan Bumpus. Carly Cutler. Michael Davis. Brooke DeAngelis. Nicholas DeLuca. Thomas Elias. Mia Fleming. Jaden Lieberman. Mar Mac Lopez. Zane Mannings. Chloe McGordy. Carly Picard. Nicholas Robbins. Himesh Sheshka. Harrison Spector. Jack Swider. Kate Yoko. And now Ms. Fabio's over. Emma Gromes. Skyla Coles. Angel Cruz. Hallie Davis. Miabella Delaney Lipschitz. Caitlin Doherty. Meyer Drosny. Emma Friedman. Benjamin Gelbar. Daniela Martinez. Nicholas McAfee. Isabella Montesero. Yenna Clark. Ryan Pinto. Nevi Strait. Charlie Tassoni. Dakota Weidenhofer. Jesse Weiss. And now for Ms. Corrio's learning time. Justin Bainbridge. Carter Blake. Antonio Edwards. Anthony Gill. Luke Hildebrand. Brent Keenan. Lacey Kurtz. Lauren Lewis. Ashlyn McClure. John McDonald. Sierra Moore. Nolan Marasco. Kenneth Parsons. Emily Spalls. Lillian Stanner. Jeffrey Weiss. Sarah Zelaya. And now for Mr. Bennett's learning time. Mason Clatterbuck. Philip Cooper. Brian Costa. Deja Evans. Gregory Feinberg. Gabrielle Gillespie. Nicholas Wazda. Chinook Han. Todd Harrison. Anaya Jones. Matthew Crowds. Owen Lynn. Dylan McCune. Darius O'Day. Drew Sloan. Abigail Swider. Ellie Willard. Ashton Wittenberg. And finally, Mr. Yeagle's one time. Wahir Bennett. Stephanie Brock. Gracelyn Clark. Reina Mendoza. Michaela Feliciano. Raymond Gregorio. Nathan Kiernan. James Mack. Victoria Lee. Juliana Pitts. Summer Reeser. Zachary Smith. Kalani Suryak Miller. Patrick Zelaya. Please join me in congratulating the 8th grade.